Hi, TRAD friends. How we doing out there? Tom Morley coming at you from Chattanooga, Tennessee, once again for my play-along session number 244. Coming to you live from Chattanooga, as I said, just the way I've been doing every Monday that I can since March of 2020. I'm right here with tunes to play for you. A set of 10 tunes that you can play along with me and learn or add to your repertoire, have some fun with. We've got a theme playlist here today, and it's colors. I looked over all my playlists. I have collected every playlist that I've created, and no two have been exactly alike in all this time. They've always had at least some changes, and I found one that I did several years ago. Since I have over 5.5 years of playlists to look through, and long ago, I came up with an idea for a playlist and the tunes mentioned colors so that I was able to kind of update that playlist and have some fun with it. So we've got a crayon box full of colors, all in tunes. Some Irish jigs and reels, and we've got, what else have we got? We've got a hornpipe in here and a polka, kind of a Scottish tune. And so we will have some fun with some tunes that are full of colors. So if you're ready, go ahead and grab your fiddle or your flute, your accordion, your mandolin, whatever wonderful music making instrument you have. And we will start right now with a really famous Irish jig called the Blackthorn Stick. So we've got the color black in here. Key of G, this is a tune every good trad player should know and have in their repertoire, able to play it at a session and maybe even hook it to some other tunes. We'll do this one 3 times around. This is a great tune with a great melody. And here we go with the Blackthorn Stick. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, the Blackthorn Stick. From the top. One more time. Let's kick up the speed. Here we go. That's a great tune to start off with, no matter what kind of theme you're doing, or no theme at all. The Blackthorn Stick, a mighty, mighty tune that I hope you had fun playing along with me there. We've got more people tuning in here, and it's just wonderful. I'm noticing a bunch of folks are tuning in from Michigan. We've got Deb and Mike, and so we've got folks representing so many states all around the U.S. and even up in Canada, from north, south, east, and west. I really appreciate you guys all tuning in. I got to see, we got, wow, we got so many viewers tuning in here today. I really appreciate it. And then we got good friends like Dave in Ohio, who's invited folks over to his house, and maybe a couple dogs too, and they're all playing along. He's kind of invented a session right there at his home, and people can watch yours truly and learn to play some tunes. So it's wonderful for me to think of you guys all out there playing and having fun. So we've got the black crayon out of our box there. And I always seemed to use that crayon a lot when I was coloring in coloring books. Back when I was a wee lad, it seemed like I needed them. I needed the black for boots and all kinds of parts of the coloring pages. I would wear that one out. I would also draw with it, so I would also wear it out that way too. Oh, yes. I'll show off my hoodie. Yes. Enjoying my my recent paleontology studies, so there we go. Hey guys, let's keep going here with an Irish hornpipe now, the Boys of BLUEhill. So here we got the color blue in this tune. We'll play this one 2 times around. That's always plenty for a hornpipe due to their repetitive nature. Let's not forget that we'll be lilting the notes in this tune, and that's what gives it that special sound of the hornpipe. And we won't play it too fast. It's in the key of D. This is just like the Blackthorn Stick. Boy, this is a tune that every good trad player should know. So here we go with the Boys of BLUEhill. 1, 2, let's lilt it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a really memorable tune there. Like many hornpipes, those of you who are just still kind of learning the Irish TRAD repertoire, I'd say 7 out of 10 hornpipe tunes, once you've learned the first 4 measures, then that same melody will be repeated as the next 4 measures, and it will also be repeated as the last 4 measures of the tune. So that's an easy way to start working on hornpipes, or trying to play them by memory or playing by ear. This one has a little change in it. It starts, and I kind of changed it in my exclusive arrangement too, with a little triplet there to just give it a little more of a little ornamental sound there. But otherwise, once you've learned the first 4 measures, you're well on your way to playing the whole hornpipe. So that's a great example of a classic hornpipe that everyone should know, that's for sure. Well, I hope everyone's doing well. All you guys who tune in regularly, do you notice anything different about the old play-along session today? I wonder if anybody is noticing my violin. I'm actually playing a different violin than what I normally play on the session. I'm playing, as you might guess, I have more than one violin. I have a collection of several violins for different situations, and I've been asked to play with the local symphony here. This weekend I'll actually be playing with the Chattanooga Symphony Orchestra and their holiday concerts. So I got out the best violin I got for the orchestra playing, and I've got this wonderful violin made in Italy in 1914, and I got it out and put new strings on it and have been playing it a lot, and I thought I would play it here today. So I don't know if anybody can hear any difference in the sound of the violin, maybe between here in Chattanooga and you, wherever you are, and our computer screens and the tiny microphones that pick me up and send it to you. Maybe you can't tell any difference at all, but I can tell it's different size neck and different strings, everything about it. But I hope you enjoy the sound of this lovely 111-year-old violin with playing your tunes for you today. Here's a really fun tune. I found this tune long ago called I Have Two Yellow Goats. So there we got the color yellow in here. It's actually based on a Scottish country dance called the High Call Cap, but it makes a fine polka as well. So we're gonna go into polka time right away here today as the third tune. I think you'll really like this song. It's in the key of G. And we'll play it 3 times around, 2 times medium and once a little more up tempo. And this is not a real well-known tune, but boy, I think it's worth adding to your repertoire. You'll love it when I play it. Here we go with I Have Two Yellow Goats, or the High Call Cap. 1, 2, polka time. That's how it goes. fun tune that one is. And I think once you play it a few times, it'll get stuck in your head there like an earworm, and you'll just have to play it again and again. So that's, as an Irish polka, we call that "I Have Two Yellow Goats." I see so many people tuning in from so many places. I want to say a quick shout out to my mom and dad. They're in LaPorte, Indiana, where it's mighty chilly, the same as it is in Maine and a lot of other places with my trad friends there. If you want to wish my mom a happy belated birthday, it was her birthday yesterday, and I know you trad friends like to shoot some comments out her way, so yes, we just missed it by one day here, but a belated birthday wish is a fine thing as well. So my mom and dad out there watching me in LaPorte, Indiana, they've never missed a show. Just a very few times for emergencies, and even then they watched it later. So since March of 2020, I've been able to play 243 and a half concerts for them, because we're in the middle of this one, so it isn't over yet. But it's such a cool thing to think of that they can watch me play almost every week, almost every Monday, and let them know that all that money they spent on those violin lessons, I guess maybe it paid off. We're all having fun here. Yes, here the belated birthday wishes are coming in for my mom, Dory Morley. So thank you guys. That's really fun, and she really loves that. All right, let's keep going here. Grab your instrument, and we'll play a single reel from Ireland called "Green Grow the Rushes." This is one I discovered a few years ago, and it's become certainly one of my favorite tunes. It's got a beautiful little melody to it, and like many of the Irish single reels, just kind of like the hornpipes. Once you learn the first line, you know the second line, and then once you learn the third line, you know the fourth line. The melodies are very much alike. So it's another good way to use tunes like this to play by ear or by memory or commit it to memory, however you want to. All right, 3 times around on this lovely tune called "Green Grow the Rushes." 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. Lovely little melody there. It's certainly turned into one of my favorite single reels to play, and I know I often say every time I start every tune, oh, here's another one of my favorites. And they all are in a way. I love to play them every time when I'm sharing them with you or playing them with my students or at our local session here in Chattanooga, where we have folks coming in from all over the place and playing live with yours truly. But I always love every tune that I play. I've made a promise to myself that I would never get tired of them, and I would never think that I'd played easy ones or simple ones or famous ones too many times and roll my eyes and say, oh no, we got to play this tune again. I never feel that way. I honestly love to play every tune every time I play it. So you should feel the same way. These tunes are great for a reason. They've been around for a long time, been shared from musician to musician, thousands upon thousands of times over several hundred years, and they're all wonderful tunes in my humble opinion. So the Green Grow the Rush is not a really well-known tune, but I heard it played by Cherish the Ladies, and it can also have some words to it, some lyrics. So there you go. Wow, we got a lot of comments. I'll look forward to seeing all your comments later on here. And of course, don't forget that within 24 hours, you'll be able to catch this session again on my YouTube channel, where every session that I've done in 2025 is up there for you to play along to. 40 sessions that you can revisit whenever you want. Look for the tunes with timestamps, play them at any speed you want. A great way to work on your repertoire and your knowledge of Irish trad and other trad tunes. So, and I'll keep doing that in the new year as well. Let's keep playing. Let's play another tune about something blue. This is The Dark Girl in Blue is the name of this tune. It's a slide tune in 6/8 time with a kind of a lilty, easy melody, not busy like the Blackthorn Stick was. And there's more. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's a lot more long, short rhythms, which makes for a simpler and easier melody to memorize as well. But here we go with The Dark Girl in Blue in the key of D. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more time. blue. So there we've got all different kinds of colors of the rainbow, and I've got more of them to share with you as well in the second half of our session here. I want to say thanks to all the trad friends, any of you who ever go to my YouTube page or channel and watch any of the videos and like or comment on them. I appreciate that so much, and especially if you subscribe. Our good friend, trad friend Marge out there just mentioned that it's great to revisit and study the tunes that I've played, and that's exactly one of the reasons I'm happy to have all of my sessions up there on YouTube. You can make use of them in so many ways, and they are there for good. So you can take your music and follow along anytime you want. So don't forget that. My YouTube channel is at youtube.com/@TomMorleyFiddle, and you'll find not only all the sessions from 2025, but a few that I put up from before then, some from the archives, and also 24 lessons, free lessons for great Irish trad tunes. I think the BLACKthorn Stick is one of those lessons that I did a few years back for an online fiddle magazine. And you can learn some of your tunes. A lot of my videos, the play-along videos, I'm so excited and amazed they've been viewed up 50, 60, 70. Some of them have been viewed 200 or more times. And so that just makes me so happy to know that folks are listening and visiting those YouTube videos. So, and my dad's out there saying that he can tell that my violin sounds different. He's got pretty good hearing, and he might notice those things. He thinks it sounds more mellow, and to me, Dad, under my ear, it sounds more bright because it's got fresh strings on it. And actually, the violin I've been using here on the play-along sessions, I've probably should have changed those strings a long time ago. So I think that violin has gotten super mellow, and this one is kind of fresh and new. But it's a different kind of strings that I put on this. So and every violin sounds different to different people. So, and yes, and Felix does have a wardrobe of hats, as Fran said. He's recently been wearing almost week to week the hat that our local, my local trad friend Paula Berard made for him, the green one. And now he's wearing one that was made for him years ago by Nan Butler, one of our great trad friends who we lost a few years ago, but not before she crocheted up a bunch of hats for him. And I thought today, this chilly day in December, he deserved to have a blue, nice hat to keep his head warm. So there you go. You guys are right about all those things. This is a good time also to remind everybody that I will be here next Monday, December 22nd, for the final play-along session of 2025. I do not believe I'm saying that because it just seems like the year flew by in some ways, crept by in some, and flew by in others, because I can remember playing for you guys in January and February and March, the St. Patrick's Day, and all kinds of other things. But anyway, here we are, the last play-along session of 2025. That'll be next Monday, the 22nd, and I'll be doing my sixth annual winter solstice celebration session. And I'll be playing a bunch of tunes that will celebrate winter and the holiday season. A very special playlist that I look forward to every year. So do not miss my play-along session next week if you can help it. And after that, then we'll be in the new year of 2026. Another thing I'm having trouble believing. And starting in 2026, I will be still playing because you guys still keep tuning in. You want to play along. I will do it twice a month, and we'll be on the first and third Mondays of each month. So you can count on that being the exact format that I'll use, and you'll still get 2 play-along sessions with me every month. In January, that'll be on January 5th and the 19th. So you'll want to go ahead and start marking your calendars. I'll still send out your newsletters and free music, and we'll still have a good time together. just maybe not as often, to give old Tom a little bit of a break. All right, guys. Let's yes, and Mary is right. The Dark Girl in Blue has another name, and it's also called Dennis Murphy's Slide. You were absolutely right. All right. Let's play some more tunes here. Let's play 5 more colorful tunes. The Old Gray Cat. This is a classic Scots-Irish reel, and I love how it jumps in the octave. Right there, from open E to the low E is the way it starts, and it makes it a lot more fun. Here we go, 3 times around on the Old Gray Cat in E minor. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. How it goes. There we go, the Old Gray Cat. That's a really fun one. I love that. Da, 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 da. I love that part of it right there. Sounds like cats pouncing around there, looking for a catnip mouse or something like that. Maybe it's like our cat Meg looking around at our brand new Christmas tree that we just put up today. So you can think of however you want that tune about felines to work for you. The Red-Haired Lass is next. I had a couple tunes that I could have picked with the color red in them, but we've done the Red-Haired Boy quite a bit over the last months. So the Red-Haired Lass, that's a completely different tune. Another single reel, like Green Grow the Rushes. It's only 16 measures long with no repeats, but repetitive within it. So it makes it easier and more fun to play, learn and play. So this one is in the key of G, 3 times around on the Red-Haired Lass. You'll see how the repetitive first 4 measures is almost the same as the next 4 measures, then a new melody in the 3rd line and repeats in the 4th. Here we go. A tune about a red-haired lass. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. tune called The Red-Haired Lass. So there's one you can put on your list of tunes to work on. See, we've had tunes with the colors black and blue and yellow and green and gray and red in them. Here's a tune with the color brown in it. And of course, my favorite thing that's the color brown is beer. So here we have a tune called The Mug of Brown Ale. And this, I think I've used this tune before when I've done a theme about drinks. So this one works more than one way. But brown ale, that's certainly a kind of a style, actually. And this is a rollicking good tune in the key of A minor. I love the part where it kind of moves up with open A's in the middle. Right at the very beginning, really gets your attention. Very exciting tune. It starts with a 2-beat pickup, which makes things a little more frantic in the world of playing jigs. This is a busy jig with lots of notes. And the very last measure is only 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the pickup is 5, 6, 1. So you end on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and you have no time at all to say, well, what's going on? You have to instantly thread the tune right around and start it again. And there's something about a 2-beat pickup in 6/8 time that does make things a little more frantic for the player. So you want to be careful of that. A lovely tune, and about one of my favorite subjects, the Mug of Brown Ale. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. From the top. Whoa! One more time. There we go. The Mug of Brown Ale is the name of that tune. A fine, fine jig. Busy tune, but that's how most jigs are. So you got to be ready for that. That's for sure. Well, I do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. I mean, literally from one end of the country to the other today. So many great trad friends, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. As I've said before, If you keep tuning in, I'll keep showing up and playing for you. And here you go, session number 244, our 244th Monday to be able to spend together since I started doing this back in March of 2020. So thanks to each and every one of you. Thanks to those who feel like putting a little tip in my virtual tip jar. You know, I appreciate it. And it always goes to a good cause, one way or the other. Buying treats for Maggie, you know, that sort of thing. So appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, each and every one of you tuning in. And right now we've got gosh, so many people tuned in. You all don't have, you know, holiday errands to run. I'm just blown away. So, but really, thanks so much. Let's keep going. Let's do a tune with silver. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, you know, the only way you got the gold and the silver Crayola crayons was if you bought the box of 64, and they had all those extra wonderful colors in it. You know, I'd quickly go through the box of 16 crayons, and of course there wasn't enough colors to do everything. And sometimes there was the 32, but the 64 crayons with the little sharpener built right into the box. Oh man, I love those crayons. And there you had the metallic colors. You had silver and gold and copper, I do believe, all three of those metallic colors. Then you could really have some fun with your coloring book. Here's one of the classic tunes of all time, the Irish reel called the Silver Spear. And this is one of my mom's favorite reels. You know, my folks have been watching me play so long that they know the tunes, they know the names of the tunes, they know their favorites. So I've turned them into true Irish trad aficionados, if there ever were any. So, Mom, this one's for you as a belated birthday present. One of your favorite tunes called the Silver Spear. Are you guys ready? We've got the wonderful triplet in this tune, one and cinnamon. Right away we get to do those Irish triplets, 2 quick notes and a long one, as if you're saying the word cinnamon. 1 and cinnamon, 3 and cinnamon, and then you'll be able to get all those wonderful triplets. Here we go, 3 times around on the Silver Spear. 1, 2, 1, 2. Top. for a spear. A classic Irish tune if there ever was one. And I know my mom really enjoyed that one. All right, Dad, you're right. Really glad so many people tuned in today. That's all I can say. We have time for one more tune. Let's say we've been in that crayon box and found tunes about the Blackthorn Stick, the Boys of BLUEhill, Two Yellow Goats, Green Grow the Rushes, Dark Girl in Blue, also known as Dennis Murphy's Slide, The Old Gray Cat, The Red-Haired Lass, A Mug of Brown Ale, A Silver Spear, and the last color in our crayon box is white, the WHITE Cockade. This is a very old tune, many hundreds of years old. It would have been a popular tune during the American Revolution. And cockade is a big ribbon, kind of a circular ribbon that men would wear in their tricorn hats. If you've watched some of the Ken Burns series on the American Revolution, or maybe you're watching Poldark, one of a friend of mine's favorite shows that was first on PBS, and now you can see that on Netflix. And we're watching the episodes again. All the men there in the 1700s wore those special three-pointed hats, and they would often put a ribbon in there, and that's a cockade. So here we go. This is a Scots-Irish tune, hundreds of years old, and it'll be a lot of fun to stomp around the room with. Are you ready? The key of D. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. From the beginning. One more time. All right, 10 good tunes, 10 colorful tunes that I really enjoyed sharing with you guys. I hope you'll come back next week for my 6th annual winter solstice celebration session, and we'll have some fun playing great tunes for the holiday season. And I appreciate each and every one of you, and until next week, I hope you'll stay well, stay safe, be hopeful, and play some good tunes. That's all we can do, right, guys? Thanks again for joining me, and have a good week. Hope I see you next week for the last session of 2025. Bye for now.